Hey guys, Brooke here. Just want to touch on a couple questions that I'm getting asked. One of which being, how did I do at the 2015 Pnba National North American, July 25th? I got 6th. Yay! Great job, Brooke. But it was out of 6 guys, so more accurately, last place. Not a bad thing. It was a pretty big contest. There were some big guys there. Me, Shaq, Cleveland, and Liam riding out the top 3. Big guys, veterans of the sport. It's definitely an experience being up there with them, and very encouraging, very motivating. Those guys are beasts. I knew going in that I was going to get beat by a few guys. Unfortunately, last place didn't feel too good, not gonna lie. So that leads me to the improvements that need to be made. For me, being my upper body, based on some feedback I got. Quite a few times I heard from people, "Hey, Brooke, your legs look great." ... It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. Kind of a polite way of saying, bring up your upper body. So that is the goal for me this off season. That's what I'm going to focus on. Myself, I feel my chest, arms, and shoulders need to come up quite a bit. Not too much of a surprise to me that my legs fared pretty well in this lineup. Legs are my favorite body part to train. I got best legs at my first amateur contest back in 2010, so not much of a shocker there that my legs are decent at this point. So I'm going to focus on upper body. Definitely, humbling experience going in and just being next to those beasts. I'm telling you, those guys don't mess around. So it was very motivating, very humbling, and it was awesome to see in person what the human body's capable of. And I've got quite a bit of experience ahead of me. Being the youngest guy up there, I'm definitely looking up to those guys. So I appreciate the motivation from them. Definitely lit a fire under my ass. And so I've got work to do, which leads me to the second question that people are asking me, which is, when am I competing again? And to be honest with you, I'm not sure. Definitely not in the next year or so. I really feel that to compete at the level that I really want to, it's going to take significant improvements, mainly to my upper body, that I feel is lacking right now. So I'm just going to focus on that. Be consistent. I'm changing up a couple things this off season that I think are going to make a good difference for me. So the next time you guys see me on stage, it's going to be a bigger brick. And then some people, were saying to me, I was getting some feedback, just saying that I could have done a smaller show for my first one. This was my first pro contest. But the way I looked at it really was my physique that I brought to the National North American was the same physique that I would have brought to even a smaller show. So yeah, maybe I may have placed a bit better under different circumstances, but to me, in the grand scheme of things, my physique still is one that needs improvement. So the show and the placing for me was less important than doing my first pro show, standing next to these significantly more developed guys and seeing what I'm up against, what I need to do, and what the improvements are that need to be made. So that was more important to me, and it certainly did the job of motivation and getting me pumped. So once I make some progress here, not sure how long it's going to take. certainly not in the next year. You know, I look in the mirror and, you know, I'm impressed with what I see looking back at me. Then at that point, you know, I'll go ahead and get back up there. But right now, what I see in the mirror is not indicative of what I want to bring to the stage, and it's certainly not what I feel is going to make me competitive at the level that I want to be. So, you know, I know that may not be what some people want to hear. Yeah, you know, I know a lot of folks are into competing more often, but you know, for me, the big thing right now is just improvement. So that's going to take time, some patience, and I got that. So appreciate everybody's support. Appreciate the motivation, especially those close to me. You know, you guys are great, always motivating me. I know you guys think, you know, I'm a beast, but you know, your friends and stuff, you know, always tell me how big you are, but you know otherwise. You know, there's always someone bigger, and you're just trying to move up in the food chain. So appreciate it. Thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later.